Hi, crafty friends. This is April with Penny Lane Crafts and Designs. Hope everybody's doing well. I thrifted that little piece right there for $2. And I'm going to put this napkin on the front, sides, and back to match another piece that I made on a live. So just giving it a good coat of Mod Podge. Normally I put a white paint down before I decoupage, but I'm going to rust and grunge this up, so I really didn't want it bright anyway. So that was a 3-ply napkin, and I tell you, that second ply there was a little difficult to get off, wasn't cooperating. So I love this napkin, and I have this available in a napkin bundle on my website. And I will tell you up front here from the beginning, those insides of those little containers, I did not decoupage. You can't see them, and I just didn't want to mess with it. It's kind of hard enough to get a napkin on straight and less wrinkles anyway. So I opted not to do that. You, however, if you would find something like this to do, you sure can decoupage both sides there in the middle. So I apologize if there's noise in the background. I am actually out of town trying to find a quiet spot to do this, and did not happen. So just kind of tearing that off. I could have wrapped it around the back, but I wanted a whole piece. So I'm taking my gator sander and just sanding off the bottom down there. I wanted that little lip to show. And that gator sander you can get at Walmart, Home Depot. I got mine on Amazon, and there it is so far. And again, I'm just going to decoupage that napkin all the way around. And this one I could have cut a little wider to wrap around, and I didn't. But it, again, you can't really tell that it's not done on the side, so I just left it. And again, I'm going to sand that off. I like that little lip or that edge down there at the bottom showing. And there it is. There's the front all the way around. Now from this angle, you can see the sides not decoupaged, but when it's all finished and you see a picture, you cannot tell. So there it is. So cute so far. And I do that on the sides and then on the back. I tell you, I've been out of pocket for crafting lately, and I sure do miss it. So I was excited to get this craft in. So hopefully my schedule will settle down some and I can get back to crafting something just about every day. I love it. And there it is, about finished all the way around. And that took one napkin. So I love how that turned out. Now I'm going to take my coffee podge, and that's just a mixture of that coffee grunge mixed with Mod Podge. And it does get kind of sticky and slimy. I mean, it is sticky due to the Mod Podge, but it gets a little slimy. And I just put a baggie on top before I screw my lid on because it will stick. And I'm just going all around with this coffee podge to grunge this up and make it look old. I tell you, the coffee podge sure does smell good. And there's a difference between the coffee Mod Podge and then just leaving it with a regular white coat of Mod Podge. And again, I did that all the way around and giving it a dry. And now I'm going to stain this handle here. And I found this gel stain at Michael's. No, I'm sorry, Hobby Lobby. And it was 99 cents. And this is the color walnut. And I really like this. I thought for 99 cents, I'm going to give it a try. And I love the way it went on. And I love that color. Anything walnut stained is my favorite anyway. So I just took a baby wipe and wiped it all over that handle, and I love how that turned out. I love that color. So, and now I'm going to rust up that little bar that goes across there, and I'm going to take my apple barrel burnt umber and my cinnamon stick by Deco Art, and then of course some ground cinnamon. And again, I've said before, if you have any discount grocery stores in your town, that's where I buy mine. And I'm just going to take a sponge cut in pieces that I get at Dollar Tree and pounce both of those on. The burnt umber, then the cinnamon stick, and then just put my cinnamon on there when that paint is wet. And then take my Mod Podge and go over that cinnamon. And most of the time it turns it a nice dark color, which I like. I'm going to put on some more cinnamon, more Mod Podge. And then I take some of that and kind of go around down on those little tins. I will do that here in a little bit to make it all look rusty. And that's about as much as I rusted it up, which I think is so cute. And now I'm going to do it on the back side. So again, I'm taking that burnt umber and that cinnamon stick and just pouncing on and just pouring my cinnamon on. And again, a good layer of Mod Podge. And by now, my brush is loaded with Mod Podge and cinnamon. So I am going around and just kind of grunging up those little cups down there from where maybe that rust would have ran. And I'm going to give that a good dry. And taking some of that cinnamon that's down there that is extra and just kind of going around in places, adding a little bit more. So don't want that cinnamon down there to go to waste, so I'm going to use it. And again, just give it a quick dry. So cute. I love it. Just looks old and like it's just been around for a while. So I have put floral foam in there, and look at that cute little blueberry pick that I got from Hobby Lobby for 40% off. I love it. And I'm going to start that. That's going to be the center, the showcase, and then some floral picks from Hobby Lobby. $5.99, 40% off. And a white and red. And I usually load up when it's 40% off. So just trim them. I cut all of them off the stem. And I'm just going to start filling these cups up with this floral foam. Or I'm sorry, these florals. So cute. Look at that red, white, and blue with those blueberries. I absolutely love it. And that little Papa Daisy in there. And so cute. And now I'm going to take just two scraps of fabric that I had. One is a blue floral that I copy grunged, and then another is red and white stars. And I'm just going to tie a knot there on that handle and trim it down. And I could not get that one tail to stick down, so I had to force it with my glue gun. So there we go. Get that to stick down. So So cute so far. Now I'm going to take this Spanish moss and just fill in those cups all around to finish it off. And I did not even rust up around the edge or the lips of those cups there. So much going on that you can't even tell. So put the Spanish moss in the front and the back. So cute. I love it. And here in a minute, I have it with a piece that I did on a live. And there's the finished project. I love it. So, so cute. Love those blueberries. And there it is with that mason jar that I did on a live. So if you like, please like, share, and follow Penny Lane Crafts and Design.